Hi, welcome. On this video, I just want to take a minute to discuss the type of training program I'm going to be offering very shortly. You'll see it on my site. It's in regard to meeting people's emotional needs, even through PTSD with dogs. But it's going to be very different because this is all about really, what does true healing represent when it comes to the dog and human relationship. And so, what I show is there's a huge devaluation issue going on in the dog training world, especially with a lot of these service dogs for emotional needs. And, because a lot of it's being overrun by a lot of these food trainers and those who are making certain assumptions about dogs' state of mind, which oftentimes isn't true. This is why you're having so many problems with these dogs that are totally not meeting the standard, and really the true standards got kind of lost in all this, mixed up in all this stuff. Because what I show is a service dog that is able to meet a specific need. Really, it represents a dog that is a highly role change dog, a dog that has hit that standard. So because dogs are relational beings, but keeping that in mind, so what I'm going to be offering here is a kind of a very unique program in that people who are seeking healing and to gain some traction when it comes to their emotional needs. In that is this program is going to allow the people to participate in the actual training process with coming into right relationship with the dog, and what really is defined as true connection. So it's about going deeper, but not just that. There's and this is a kind of a really neat story, and serves as a perfect example of what I'm going to be doing. Is a lady that called me. This is probably about 4 years ago now, and she had a service dog which was trained over in Australia for like a couple of years, and her need was that when she was out what happened with her was she got into a very serious car accident, and as a result she would get very confused at times when she was out and would kind of forget where she was going. So she needed a dog trained that would help to notice that, or that change with her when she started getting confused, and would actually lead her back home again. And so what happened in their situation was, I got a call. She called me and she said, Dale, I got an issue going on right now with my dog that was highly trained. But what happened was, she goes, I was in the parking lot, and a group of young teenagers or whatever came by in a car and really startled the dog and startled her, and caused her really to kind of become very upset over this incident, which really affected the dog as well. And so she felt her training was really degrading, like that the dog wasn't performing now the way that it needed to. And so she asked if I could come up to where she was at and help get things back on track again. And so again, this is when I went up again, my whole focus is about right relationship. I mean, it's about getting people to that place where true healing can actually begin. And so when I was engaging in the training process, going with her, showing her, getting the script back going again with that dog, what's happening as a result is her confidence was starting to come up as a result. She was gaining confidence. She was feeling like a new person again. Because again, what I promote, it's all about confidence. It's all about by participating in the actual process, because you start to gain true healing through how you're connecting with your dog. Because dogs show us that path. I mean, they bring us to that point, because we think about what we have to think about, bringing not just ourselves in the right relationship, but meeting the dog's leadership needs that way. So there's through the scripting of this, it really brings people into a good place. And so what happened with her was, it was a fantastic kind of ending to the story, was that she discovered after going through the training process, she didn't need the dog anymore. She actually got her clarity back. She actually could think better. Her focus was great, and I felt fantastic. It was like, yeah, I don't need a dog anymore, or the dog didn't need to fulfill that role for her anymore, because she was in a better place. So that's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be designing a program very shortly, and you'll see it on my site for people interested in participating, that really have a need for healing through something. It could be panic attacks. It could be PTSD. It could be anything that requires that healing. And so dogs can bring us into, and what I show is dogs can bring us into help lead us into that place of healing. So I'm going to be offering it. It's a special program. So the people that have the dogs, it's going to be special in the way that it's designed to get people to will be actively participating in the actual scripting process. But through the process itself is where true healing is going to happen. And so it's going to be a long-term type of thing. It's going to be so I'm going to be designing this up, a very special program, because it's all about right relationship. It's all about what nature is really supposed to do. I mean, I say this all the time. I mean, dogs have taught me more about myself than the other way around. It's amazing. So, but I'm going to be, like I said, it'll be on my site. I've actually stepped back from it for a while, only because of the very thing of actually, my goal all along is to design something or create a special program like this, just finding the focus and the actual time to get to that place, and I'm there now. So I would just encourage you to check out my website. It'll be on there. It's not based on this devaluation using treats and clickers and all this other foolishness. Trust me, big problem there, because again, it's the script. It really is. So a lot of these dogs, I hate to say this, aren't meeting the mark. It's not really helping people, because then you're in a possessive state. The dog is not role changed. Bad things will happen, and it really doesn't bring you into a good place. It just keeps you in a really place where you're not moving forward. So this whole program is going to be about moving people forward. Is bringing people into, just like that example of the lady and her dog. It's going to be designed that way. It's going to be designed to really encourage people to get them to place. And the benefit is the dogs are going to be actually meeting the standard. I mean, these are going to be actual dogs that you can look at and be proud of and say, this is a service dog. I mean, this dog is going to perform. So therefore, whatever time it takes, however long the person needs the dog to be with them, and don't get me wrong, these dogs will be with the person hopefully forever anyway, in whatever capacity. But what's going to happen is that the dogs are going to actually be hitting the mark. These dogs are actually going to perform for people and be able to truly help them in the journey, and whatever time it takes for people to get to that place they need to be. So it's true. It's about true healing. So I encourage you, if you're looking for a dog and to participate in a program that's actually gonna help you, check out my site. I'm gonna be having this up very shortly, and offering this program for people, and I feel it's going to be a very unique, a very special, and a really great program to help people that are in true need of this type of support, this type of healing, and this type of help. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day.